Hi everyone, this is Deborah. I got some good news, so let me get right into it. My daughter is out of the big house and she will be going through some drastic changes. I guess, what's it called? When you've been institutionalized. Well, she's only been there for a couple of months, but so now she's on probation and I'm wearing Jimmy Choo's I Want Choo from my friend who sent it to me on my wish list. Oh my God. I guess I'd do it down here. Yeah. Okay. So that's the good news. And thanks to one of my subscribers, the minute she left the jail, she went to McDonald's and got food. I'm wearing this. I got the one with the clip because my neighborhood has got a lot of pit bulls. Now, I have nothing personally against a pit bull, but statistics does show that they can be unpredictable, okay? So, in case one of them just doesn't like the looks of me or wants to charge me or whatever, I can spray them. But man, you got to act fast. But I do have quick reflexes. Yeah. I used to piss a lot of people off at the racetrack because my reaction time coming off the line was damn near perfect. You know, like John Force perfect. Okay. See, I got two pairs. Okay, that's what you all have to look forward to. Coffee time. Okay. So, here's the other good news. I did a video about Sheetz, how I went in there and bought a large coffee and a big bag of Grandma Utz's potato chips, and I gave him a $100 bill, and I only got 80 back. And I'd already gotten into the car when I counted it. And he'd given me the coffee for free, so it shouldn't have been, you know, that much of a difference. It should not have been like, what was it, a $21 screw up. So I went under that particular Sheetz's, which is Central Park in front of Wegmans, right? And did a review. About a week later, I went underneath there and I got a response. It said from the owner, but it wasn't from the owner. It's from customer service. So I called them and they acted like I was making this up, like I didn't know what the hell I was talking about. I'm just a senile old lady. And I said, you don't have to believe me. Pull up the video. Pull up the video. Well, lo and behold, I got a call back like the day after. And they go, ma'am, you were right about the time. You were wrong about him ringing up your chips. He rang up for 2 chips and you said you only got 1, and it's showing on the camera that you are telling the truth. I sound like Jerry Springer. Yeah. Says on the camera, you were telling the truth, right? So, and she said, yes, you're right. He did count the money 3 times, which is why I didn't count it at the counter, because I figured if he took 3 times to count it, surely it would be right, correct? And they saw that on the camera. And they said, yes, you got the coffee for free. And yes, you were shorted, you know, over $20. She says, and I'm a little resentful that she didn't like apologize for not believing me. Why would I lie about this? Oh my God. So she is sending me my $21 back and some MTOs. Now, I didn't know what an MTO is. Well, it's meals to order. And I do like a couple things on their menu, right? So that was pretty nice, wasn't it? And I said, you're the first time I've ever made a complaint and somebody, number one, actually responded. And I was just thrilled about that, because usually you don't, they just ignore you, right? So about the mold test, a lot of you kept saying, you probably have mold, go get it tested. So I did. My granddaughter and I both looked at the directions together. We pretty much did it together. And this is the result. No mold at all. Because I told you all in another video that I can smell mold. Yeah. So, getting ready to go to Sam's Club. I don't know if they still have it. Trying to buy, they have the best price on an outside storage shed, and I can't close my drawer and my leg is hung up. Oh my God, I can't get undone. Look, people, I actually made it my bed. We can't even see because the clothes hanging on the counter. Let's see. What have I done here? I'm going to have to put those little sticky things on these trays. I had bought these little trays for my makeup, and they give you these little plastic bubbles. And that's what I need to do, I guess. Let me fix this first. Nope, still won't shut. Okay, so what are we talking about? I'm talking about how my coffee's getting cold. So, Lordy Lord, what's going on? So I got another gift last week. I got another gift. I mentioned that I liked hot cherry peppers, and one of my subscribers sent me 2 of the biggest bottles I've ever seen in my life. And that was really nice. You see, here's the plastic things. Oh my God. And fruitcake, because, you know, I did a fruitcake at Christmas. And let me tell you what, if you're watching, your fruitcake was, I could tell it had some liquor in it, right? And let's see, it was not as cake-like as mine is usually, right? But it was very tasty, and I don't know, it was probably one of the best fruitcakes I've ever had. So thank you. You know who you are. And yeah, it was very nice of you to send all that. And I have already ate a third of the hot cherry peppers. Okay. Now, yeah, I'm getting ready to go to Sam's Club. I only go there maybe twice a year. Let's see, what else? Oh, I am not coughing anymore. My nose is not running as much anymore, and I noticed there's hardly any pollen falling on things outside. So, that's probably why. Now, I do need to call an allergist because I'm not going to go through this fall. I refuse to go through this hell that I went through this spring. Okay. Yeah, that 5 pounds I lost, no, that 10 pounds I lost, I gained 5 back. Because when you're sick and you don't feel like doing anything, the weight just grows on you, right? So, This is the little necklace with the heart that I got to from my wish list. If you just click on the link on my description, you'll just see it. So the Lollipop kids came over, a couple of them, and actually it was 3 of them. Actually, it was 4 total. One just up and left the job. I said, well, if you leave your job, shouldn't you tell your employer goodbye? I mean, I told him I'd give him a couple dollars. But he just up and left the job. I don't know. It was kind of funny. But the other 2, one did nothing but build cages because some of my garden's doing great. Some of them is, who in the hell knows what happened. I don't know if the cat sat on it. There's a beaver back there. So she was making cages. And I had the other one digging holes. We transplanted hostas because it wasn't doing well out front. I don't know if somebody was standing on them or they just were not healthy. So I moved them to another location. You know, I don't know if you all know this, but when you buy plants, you should not immediately plant it. You should let it weather outside. You know, if it's been in a nursery, let it weather outside for a couple days and get used to your climate. And always put it in the soil that it's going to be living in, right? I used to have a tree spade, and I would go and dig up people's trees and move them, which is very possible, of course. And it would take up to a 42-inch root ball. It's pretty good. I don't know if you all know this, but when you're in Japan, if there's a tree that they need to move, they will just put it on a tree spade and move it that way and save it. So I finally turned on the TV after 3 months. That's a start for me. I don't know if anything good's on TV. I don't know. So, let's see, what else? Yeah, they've been a big help, but here's the problem. I'm still staying up all night, but I'm trying to move up the hour. Like, I was staying up till 7 a.m., then I started going to bed at 6 a.m. So last night I actually went to bed at 4 a.m. And so it's these little increments that will make a big difference. If you are trying to change your sleeping habits, right? Now, my daughter, I send her clothes like every other month. I'm going to send her another box. Oh, Lordy. I heard that they make these makeup glasses where you could flip one down and flip one up. You know, when you start getting old, it's hard to put on your makeup, people, right? So my granddaughter took some duct tape and repaired my car cover from the cats jumping up to grab it. Now, that motion detector water sprinkler is really working. And the neighborhood kids love to play in it. But I said, don't touch it because it's very sensitive, you know. So, yeah, they love that. And let me tell you what, those cats are petrified from that thing. They will go all the way around to avoid that sprinkler, right? Now, I have, what do I call it? I have an embankment that I can't mow no matter which way, this way or this way, where it doesn't like scalp the grass. And I knew when that's the first thing I noticed when I moved here, and that is I'm gonna have to put in a little small retaining wall Oh, that's too pinky. So some blocks got on sale at Home Depot. So I've got some being delivered on Thursday. Yeah. God, like, looks awful. Okay. So I don't really need to prepare the base because it's like the base is the road, if you know what I mean. It's that compacted. So, yeah. Now, I also found something else on sale, and that is what my friend told me while I was in Mexico, is the programmable thermostat. And he said even if he's in another country, he can change his thermostat. I thought that is the neatest thing I've ever seen. You know, because if you know the weather's going to be good, you know, you don't need to have it on. Now, my electric bill went from $500 down to like 70. Yeah. And you know why? I cut the whole daggone thing off. That's how. Just turned the whole thing off. And I had lived in my bedroom, turned on the space heater for at least 2 months this winter. But everybody's electric bill was that much. It's not because my unit is old, you know. So, got some other good news. You ready for it? All right, here we go. The lawnmower, the lawnmower that I have where you have to, I bought a 100-foot cord that you hook into an exterior outlet, right? When I hooked it up to the front yard, it did not come on. So in a panic, I went, because my yard needed to be mowed. Now I had hired some little kids to mow it, I think 3 times. So in a panic, I ordered one that had a $70 coupon on Amazon, and I got that running, and I mowed it last week. It already needs mowed again, and that lawnmower worked great. I had to order a funnel that had a tail that I could maneuver it to fill in the oil. And I had to figure out how to use the gas can because they have these newfangled gas cans. I figured that out. So I took that lawnmower that is corded to the backyard, and the Lollipop kids, I pressed the button and squeezed the handle, and I pressed the button a little bit harder, and it came on, people. It worked, and I mowed my backyard yesterday with the corded lawnmower. And what happened was I was not pushing in as hard as I should have been on the corded lawnmower. So I got all kinds of good news, people. Okay. So let's get some mascara on. And yeah, my daughter will be on probation. She's thinking 3 years now. She has an RV and she wanted to travel. She's almost 50. Well, now she can. Not without a lot of red tape would she be able to, you know, travel like she wanted to. You know, all it takes is one little mistake, one split second of your life can be changed forever, right? So, and the bad thing about Key West is it's so expensive to live there. I mean, the cheapest house is $1 million, and I am not exaggerating. Yeah, she's lived there for quite some time. So how many of these do I need, people? So as you see, let me move this and you'll see that I made up my bed. Hold on. This is like, they say the first thing you should do every day is make up your bed. So let's move these. I'll put them right here. See? See, I made in my bed. I'm so proud of myself. Okay. So yeah, I thank God that I am not coughing all night. The codeine cough syrup helped a little. Okay. So I got to go to the doctor and they're going to draw my blood again. Okay. Bye, everybody.